Hello and welcome to the next part of our trip to the USA. And this time the wife said, I'm taking you to New York. Thought, wow, bagels, the Statue of Liberty, yellow cabs, Broadway. Wow, I'm walking here. Wow, I cannot wait. And a rat on every street corner apparently. Oh, not New York. New York, the hotel in Las Vegas. Okay, that'll do. Because it does actually look like New York from the outside. Wow. Now time for a rant at MGM. MGM, sort out your check-in procedure. I don't want to use a kiosk, I want to go to a person. If I want to use a kiosk, I'll choose to do that. But guiding me to kiosks all the time, awful. Went to a person, took all the details, took our passports, and this was after check-in time. Quite a bit after check-in time. Your room's not ready, sir. What? Okay, I'm going to spend my time that I've paid to be here, sat down, waiting for someone to finish cleaning a room that should be clean. I've been asked a couple of times, is it ready yet? No. Can my wife have a bottle of water because she's getting thirsty? No, those are for VIPs. Won't even give her one of those little MGM branded bottles of water that when you get to the room they give you free. Absolutely shocking. I know the room was comped, but I still paid a resort fee for things I don't use. The swimming pool's closed, it was winter. I'm not going to use online newspapers while I'm on holiday. And the Wi-Fi, you get that when you walk into the resort anyway. You don't need to be a guest there. So actually, they did tell us your room is ready. Due to a technical glitch, you didn't get a message to tell you. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Works. But yeah, not happy with MGM with the check-in process, and the next time I just do it on my phone before I get there and just pick up a card from a machine. So you're getting rid of people because of your income. Wow, so New York from the outside, absolutely iconic. The roller coaster going round, which I hasten to add I wasn't going on and never will go on because I don't want spinal injuries, and that's where our room was. So we were on the side nearest to the Excalibur, and we had the roller coaster going down the side, and we could see it from the front as well. But New York, one of those iconic hotels in Las Vegas, like Excalibur, like Luxor, like Paris, and that look like something from the outside, a bit like Hard Rock's going to be. I can't wait to see what they do with that. So what's the room like? Actually, it's quite stylish, it's very like a New York City vibe. Furniture is dark wood, but you know, it's a nice room. The biggest issue I had with the room was how thin the walls were, so you could hear the people next door. There was one of those adjoining doors, I don't know whether that means that it's easier to hear. There's a safe, there's no minibar, which I like because I don't want a minibar. I don't want to get drunk and spend money I haven't got. The views through the window, absolutely stunning. You can see here we could watch the roller coaster and the sun coming up from behind the airport. On one side we had MGM Grand, and then in the middle we had the airport, and we could see the strip and watch the roller coaster. And then on the other side we had the Dirty Castle, the Excalibur. So absolutely great location, easy to get down to Luxor, Excalibur, and go across the road to the MGM Grand. It's a great location, and yeah, probably one of my favourite views I've had in a hotel. One thing I have to say is the room was quite far away from the lifts, as this can demonstrate. So this is me running down the hallways to get to the room. Obviously there's a place for the ice and the vending machine. Top tip for when you're in Vegas, if you need some dollars for tipping, go to the vending machines in MGM resorts. So you put in a 10, it'll give you a change in singles. So, as a resort in general, what do I think of New York? I think it's great. It's got a good casino floor. It's nice and central where they put it. It's not like in MGM Grand where it sort of trails all the way to the back, so you know where all the slots are. It's got a lot of restaurants, it's got some good bars, so restaurant wise you've got top end Gallagher Steak, lower end then things like Tom's Watch Bar or America. Bars, again, Tom's Watch Bar, Nine Fine Irishmen, the Hello Kitty truck outside. There's loads to do there. It's central as well, so it's quite easy to get to mid-strip, but then you're also quite easy to get to the different places on the South Strip. So I think on the whole it's a great location, great facilities. You've got the Hershey's shop in there, even though the American chocolate is vile. Loads to do. It's a nice, fun, good, fresh vibe in there. Also, forgot to mention on this one, you've also got the T-Mobile Arena at the back. So that's always useful if you're going to go and see the Las Vegas Nights, Golden Nights rather, which we did do, so that will be in a later one. But yeah, it's just a great location for everything. And one of those places that we wanted to go and visit while we were there, I think we had a voucher as well, and 2 for 1, was Tom's Watch Bar. So this is the bar as well as Nine Fine Irishmen that's there. We went to Tom's Watch Bar pretty much because Vegas Valuations recommended it, this pair of reprobates. And yeah, well, we agree with them. So we had the massive 2-pinters of Blue Moon with pretty much a quarter of an orange sat in top of it, and a drink Blue Moon when we're over here, it's not overly common, but I love it. And when you can go to America and have Blue Moon on tap in 2 pints, god, why wouldn't you? The only downside, it was said, we had the nachos and dips, it was overpriced. Something which you can't really accuse Denny's of being. We went to Denny's for breakfast. Very, very substantial menu, way too much on the menu, and the wife had the biscuits and gravy with scrambled eggs, which she really enjoyed. But they have everything, so many different types of pancakes, so much on offer. I had the lumberjack slam, which I really struggled to eat for quite a while after this one, with lashings of A1 sauce as always. Man, I love the A1 sauce. And a good cup of coffee as well, and they come and refill quite a lot, so great. And that set us up really to go to Flyover, which is across the road in front of MGM Grand, and it's a bit of a tourist trap maybe, but we had vouchers before we went, so it was pretty much 2 for 1. We've been before, we're flying over the west of America, and so this time we did the Iceland one. So if you don't know what it is, it's very Disney-esque. It's a 3D experience, but there's wind and there's rain and things, but very good. And then on to the evening, we decided we were going to go to the Skyfall bar. I would certainly recommend you get a reservation for this. We got the tram to Mandalay Bay, which is a handy thing to have. Mandalay Bay, beautiful place, loads going on over there. I'd like to stay there. In fact, really it's the W rather than Mandalay Bay. Well, that fella decided to try and pick a fight with me. The Michael Jackson concert is over there, so they have some exhibits as well before they lead you through to the lift or elevator up to the floor to go to the lounge. Now I'm a bit like Mr. T with planes. I'm like Mr. T of the lifts. Ain't getting in no lift. So you'll see my reflection there. I'm staring at the door, and if we play the audio in this, there'll be quite a few words that I'm saying to the wife, and my displeasure of being in a glass elevator, and that it hadn't been discussed beforehand that it was going to be a glass elevator. I hasten to add, I didn't know. So yeah, that's always lots of fun for me to go in something that I'm petrified of. But there seem to be more and more of these glass elevators, and I keep ending up having to get in them. The views from up there are spectacular. You look down and the people are ants down at the bottom. And the actual lounge itself, very classy vibe. No food in there, it's only drinks, and that's the door where you go up to the terrace. So that's the wife's drink, some kind of strawberry daiquiri, I believe. And there's my old-fashioned, probably one of the best ones I've had. If you go out onto the terrace though, you get to spot the views, and lovely views over Vegas. You can see all of the hotels, and I'm going to stop talking so you can watch some of those beautiful views. And what goes up must come down, so back down in the glass elevator again, and view there of one of my favourite hotels in Vegas, the Luxor. We stayed there last year, or the year before now. So the year before last we stayed there, and we stayed in a pyramid suite with a hot tub in the window. I highly recommend it. Don't believe the snobs who say not to go there, it's great. And then on the way back, we had to hang around outside a shop while the wife went and looked at little crystal trees. But thankfully I had the one thing that would lure her away, which is Slice of Vegas pizza. You can either eat in, or you can use the grab a slice system and take away. We sat at a little inside bar with our takeaway pizza. It's beautiful. It's probably one of the best pizzas I've ever had. Very fresh, very good quality, and the garlic knots with the marinara sauce, absolutely divine. And then the last thing we did on the way was actually manage to take some money off Willy Wonka, because Willy Wonka takes a lot of our money when we're in Vegas. Not quite as much as Kong seems to do now, but this was probably the biggest win during our trip. Not massive by any means, not hand pay level, but good for us. So like and subscribe if you like this one, and I'll see you in the next one.